Man, this episode couldn't have come in a more perfect time. I just got back from Miami. I feel like I'm a new owner of the 305, but you know when the number one team in the nation comes through, when they come through to Miami, the Delaware Blue Hens come through, we the new owners of the 305. For real, and this really episode came at the right time because I just got back from Miami, so you know the vibes is immaculate. We definitely are prepared and ready for a game like this. This could be a possible trap game for us, but we gonna make sure this don't become a possible trap game for us. Hey, we at Miami. They're the 16th ranked team in the nation. They want to spoil our dreams of ending the season undefeated. We not gonna let them do that. We know that they already mad because of how we won last time. We went on a miracle last time. Really, that's really prepared us to win in the championship last time. And Miami just mad that they have 0 rings. They don't got nothing to show for it. Indiana proved that point this season when they put belt on Miami in the national championship game for it all. So the blueprint was already set for how to beat Miami, and we gonna do the exact same thing. We kick the ball off right now. Then you know they want vengeance from that last game. We know that hurt them. They almost had a chance of making the playoffs. They were a top 5 team last year, and we done beat them back-to-back years, and we trying to make this a 3rd year. And really, we need to make this a yearly tradition. That's what great teams do. They make rivalries, become very one-sided, and we're trying to do that right now. We go ahead and do the drag route. Man gets enough for a first down. Able to get enough for a first down. Man's been a valuable asset. Been able to gain a whole bunch of yards from the slot. He really fits that the system we had. We had nothing but little wide receivers. Now we finally have a taller wide receiver candidate able to get a couple yards out of that. He ain't really had the game that he wanted last game, but he was really injured all of the game. So he played 1 snap, got a touchdown, got up out of there. 2 carries. That's some legendary shit right there. Only played 2 snaps, gets a touchdown, and he ain't even had to play for the rest of the game. But now in this game, he has the chance to show why he's a top talent. He gets another first down carry right there. He didn't even really have to play the last game because the halfback 3 was showing out. Love it. He really had a crazy game. Hey, 100-something plus yards. We go ahead and run the RPO, but this time Miami wasn't going for none of that shit. Hey, Jefferson able to get home. A little bit of stadium post for the Hurricanes right now. They want to play spoiler. Know what I'm saying? They know how we did them last year. Hey, it was a heartbreaker for the Canes fans last year, and they get into the quarterback again. Hold on. Miami might have something special brewing in the defensive line right now, and their stadium post is at an all-time high. The Blue Hens backed up a little bit. Let's see what they can do right here. I throw the go route, and that's incomplete. 4th and 13. Hey, an early scary sight in Miami right now. Hey, we done talked a lot of crap before the game. We said we was the new owners of the 305. We done said a lot of shit. But let's go ahead. We punt the ball off. Let's see what Miami could do offensively. Delaware has been dominant defensively, and they come up with a stop. Let's see what we can do right here. We got to get the offense going. The defensive line from Miami been able to get home for way too much. I'm not liking that. We got Ford out there. He deep in the depth chart, but he's outside. He would go ahead and get the ball to Group. Group able to make a couple moves, and we already in the red zone to end off the first quarter. We got to get a touchdown right here. We got to get some more confidence. Hey, we lost a little bit of confidence in that first quarter, but we going to go ahead and regain the confidence in the second. We know teams like these are seeking revenge. We were the number 1 target now. We used to be the hunters, and now we're the hunted. We're the number 1 target. Number 1 team in the nation, so you know every week somebody's trying to go ahead and get a field rush moment on us, and we're not going to let a field rush moment happen in Miami. They fucking play on an NFL stadium. I would never let an NFL stadium get a field rush moment on us. 2nd and 13 right here, though. We got to get it together. Hey, we done got a couple good yardage. Hey, but we ain't been able to finish. And really, the way my field goal kicking unit been looking, I don't want to kick no field goals. I'm looking in the pocket and I throw it. Hey, we throw it to Cross. He wants more than just a first down. He wants a touchdown. Let the band play Hens. We get on the board to start off the second quarter. Hey, and I told y'all we trying to make beating Miami become more of a trend, a yearly thing. That's what I said when I started off the episode, and we standing on it. We trying to make this a yearly one-sided rivalry. Miami is big Miami K now. I know I came back from Miami, but out of all the Florida teams, I don't think I mess with Miami the most out of all of them. Florida's cool. I rock with Florida way more than I mess with Miami. I do not rock with Miami whatsoever. We've been big Miami K, and Indiana proved that point when they played them in the national championship. I'm sitting in the pocket right here. I'm going to just throw it. And that's incomplete. I thought he caught that. He was not paying attention. I told you, normally this team is locked in, but you know the Miami lifestyle, man, the Brickell lifestyle, all the nightlife in Miami got them distracted. I understand, but we gotta be united in the goal of winning the championship. We can't have players and wide receivers like Group has had a phenomenal year all year, and now he's dropping open passes he would never drop it. Third down right here. It's a lot of rushers. I was able to get the pass off, but he get a hit stick and force his cross to drop the ball. Now we're going to have to punt it off again. Hopefully our defense can do something, but we getting Miami too involved in this game. The defensive rushers, they've been playing they've been the more physical team. I ain't going to lie. But we got to go ahead. We got to up the intensity now. Second quarter, we definitely got to up the intensity to end this half. They only able to get a field goal right here. Canada got to get more involved in this game, though. We ran the ball a couple times, and then we kind of went out from the run game, but we able to get him the ball in the receiving game. Able to get a couple yards. We're going to be able to put both of them in, Page and Canada. We could also really put Lovett in. Y'all know, last game, he really showed off. He really proved why he deserved to be in the rotation. But let's go ahead. I think I'm going to run this ball right here. Let's see. We able to get a couple blockers. We getting a couple blockers. I can make a move now. We getting more than a first down. Able to get all the way past the midfield, and that's another first down for the Hens. We really got to rely on that more. We kind of shied away from running the ball, so we're going to get back to that. Canada getting a couple yards, he getting a couple blockers, and this is really this has been our bread and butter all year. We can't go away from this just because Miami was able to get a couple stops on the run. Let's get back to it. I think I'm going to run this ball again. I don't think they can stop it. Let's get some blockers, and this time I go the wrong direction, and Miami crowd the line of scrimmage. But yeah, we got that new owners of 305 mentality though coming into this game. We done beat them 2 times in a row. We trying to make this a 3rd time. I told y'all ever since we came into the ACC, nobody want to see us, and that's a dime. Let the band play Hens. I told y'all, know what I'm saying? We like the Grim Reaper of the ACC. We just knocking on powerhouse teams' doors. I told y'all, Miami's next, Clemson. We done already hit that hurdle, and we already done did that to Louisville too. Every ACC powerhouse, we just becoming the new top powerhouse in the ACC. And really, we are the best for the ACC. We've never seen the ACC this lit. In real life, the ACC is not lit at all. But ever since Delaware then became into the equation, the ACC looks like the new SEC. But we looking in the pocket right here. Just fine. Bogger on the shakedown right now. Able to get enough for a first down. We trying to get a score before the half, though. We're going to try to go ahead and quiet the crowd right here. Let's see what we can get. We got all the speedsters. We got Group. We got a couple. We can do the play action, but they don't step up. I'm going to just get a couple yards and call a timeout. But, yeah, we got all the speedsters. Really, I need a sub in forward in the game. He ain't had a lot of reps, but he'll definitely be able to thrive in a situation like this. Y'all know what he was able to do last year. Y'all know what he did to Miami last year. But Canada get a couple yards right here. We're going to be able to get into field goal range. We're going to be able to at least be able to kick a field goal before the half. Make this more than a touchdown lead. Make this a 2-possession lead. Trying to increase our lead and really go ahead, go run up the numbers at the 305 spot at Miami at Hard Rock. We get a couple yards right here. Hold on. We don't have no timeouts. We're going to have to hurry up and get to the line of scrimmage. I don't know how we was able to get to the line of scrimmage that fast. But with a first down, the clock stopped, so we got one time for one more play. We got to hurry up and snap this. I'm going to just run the ball. Can we get there? Let the band play. Hens able to, instead of getting a field goal, we're going to go ahead and get a touchdown. That's an even better result, and now we up by 2 touchdowns. And really, they'll need a 2-point conversion and a touchdown to make something happen. And really, they done slated this game for rivalry week. They trying to make this into a rivalry. I told y'all starting this episode, this ain't a rivalry. This is the most one-sided rivalry we going to have. You know what I'm saying? Miami fans, they beefing with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They trying to take some of our recruits, but they coming into the second half with a little bit of stadium post. It's still a little bit of hope in the arena. That's what I like to see. We want our opponents to still have a little bit of hope coming out of the gates. We get a couple first downs right here. This is why we want them to have a little bit of hope. You see there's no stadium post after a yardage pickup like this. I'm in the pocket again. I think I'm going to just throw it to the streak. I throw it for Bogger. Let's see what he can do, and he can't do nothing. The taller cornerback able to just head tap him. In Miami, they finally get a turnover, finally able to make Ibrahim make a mistake. I wanted it all. I got greedy, and they throwing up the U's. They throwing up the big U's. Okay. All right, we want to see some type of fight back. This game was slated for rivalry week for a reason. In Miami, they trying to show out. They don't want to go outside on senior night. I understand the cap. I know it's senior night. All the Miami hoes is probably out. All the 305 hoes is probably out. And really, that's what I said yesterday on my last episode. I'm like, yeah, we're the owners of the 304. Hey, we might as well actually just keep it as the title because Miami is acting like 304s with this defense. Another first down pickup for Canada. Hey, easy. We went to the shallow cross again. Able to pick up, and right now they pressing way too much. I don't like the looks of this defense. I told you they was pressing way too much. Let the band play. Barger gets another touchdown. And it's looking more and more that Delaware is able to survive the trap alert and survive with an undefeated historic season. We trying to be 12-0 in the regular season. We ain't never did that before. This is the first time ever. Last year we almost got close to that, but we still had losses. We really almost lost to Miami last year. We lost to Clemson last year and then lost to them in the ACC championship game. So we was never undefeated in that season. But we got a chance to make history, try to be an undefeated champion. But let's go ahead, 28-6 right now. Let's go ahead and get back on the offense. I really don't got to do no defense because we are already doing too much, man. Another yardage pickup, another first down. We really just need that first half to get warmed up. Now the offense is getting it together and the defense is holding them strong. But let's go ahead. I'll do the speed option. This time that ain't going nowhere. The edges for Miami, even though they losing this game, they actually been playing lights out. It's really the interior has been the only way we've been able to get any rushing yards. The defensive linemen probably aren't the best, but the right edges they got are the best in the business. The best in the nation, I guess. But look at the playoff picture. Delaware, Ohio State, USC, Oklahoma, top four. Clemson is still trying to be there, but I think Clemson lost to SMU. So I don't know how they can still be there, but we got a lot of ACC representation. We got Clemson in there. Even though they lost to SMU, they got Louisville in there. And then Miami and shit, if Miami was able to actually do something today, they might have been able to get in there, but they not going to be able to do nothing today. This game is about over. Another first down for Man. He's done had a career season in the slot. Really, I told y'all when we picked him up in the transfer portal that I knew that we needed a taller wide receiver. Barger, he's a great receiver, but really he should be in the slot. He shouldn't even be the X receiver. But Ibrahim, he throws it to the man again, and he's making a play. Another secure catch, an easy completion. Hey, it's been looking real easy for the offense in the second half. I gave him a speech. I told us, hey, do we really want to finish this season undefeated? We're not losing to them. The first time we played them when we was in the ACC, that was Canada's breakout game. Nobody knew about Canada, and then we finally gave him the start when he said he was going to transfer. I'm like, all right, let's see what this running back's about. And that was his breakout game against Miami. And hold on, Group getting into what a route designed by Group. He able to pick up some more yards too. I told you this wide receiver room is crazy. This wide receiver room is so crazy that Ford, who had a monster game against them last year, can't even get no rest. But what a play design. We're dancing our way to the end zone. Let the band play. Go ahead and put that U down. Told you, we Miami K. Even though I came back from Miami, I'm Miami K. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the Florida teams, Miami I probably like the least. We big Miami K. Hey, Indiana put that belt to him on the championship game. So when I was in Miami, I wore Indiana starter jacket just to troll. So y'all know what it is. Y'all know it's big U down, big Miami K right now. And with them being in our conference every year, they can get this belt every year. They trying to make this into almost a rivalry, but I don't think this is a rivalry. Candidate, he's trying to make his imprint on this game too. Gets a couple yards here if he really wanted to take that one to the crib. Followed the blockers perfectly, and Candidate might be able to wrap up his Heisman at Miami at the 305. You know, after we win the Heisman, after we become undefeated, we might celebrate. We might go down to Brickell. You know what I'm saying? We might go down to Winewood or somewhere. We might go down to Ocean Drive. You know what I'm saying? We might pop bottles by the ocean because we might have an undefeated season at the 305. Let's go ahead. I'm sitting in the pocket. Ibrahim, not trying to make a bad decision. I think I'm just take the check down. That was the only option right there. You know, we only got 1 minute right here. We're going to try to get one more touchdown. Make this a 30-piece. You know what I'm saying? We hit Miami with a 30-piece. A 30 ball. A 30 ball. Hold on. RPO game. Let the band play. 30 ball in progress. They got 30-piece. Let's go. A 30-piece of nuggets. And Delaware able to finish this season undefeated. Let's get it. And that ain't even Mario Cristobal. I don't know who this Dudley ass nigga is, but hey, Ibrahim had a crazy game, 388 passes, 5 touchdowns, completion rate on point. Candidate might have just secured the Heisman with this performance against Miami. And it's a fun time in Miami. When you're able to dominate Miami like we done had ever since we've been in the ACC, it's always a fun time whenever we get to Miami. But let's go. Next up is the ACC championship game, and we can see if we end up playing Clemson or Louisville or whoever we play, and we could also see if Candidate is able to wrap up his second Heisman. He was damn near number 1 in the leaderboards last time I checked, but let's go.